Hi all, welcome to the channel. In this video, we will see how we can implement dependency injection in .NET using C# programming language. There are four steps we need to follow when we want to implement dependency injection in .NET. The first step is first we have to define the interface and then the service class which will implement the interface. And the second step is we have to register the dependent service into the dependency injection container with the types like add scope, add constant, add singleton. Right? These are the types. They talk about the lifetime of a particular instance of the service class which we have registered. The third step, what we have to do is the consumer class, where we want to consume it. So, where for consuming the independent object into the class, we have to inject them. So we can inject them through the constructor. We can inject the dependent object through the property or through the property. These are three types of injecting the uh, service object into the consumer class. The final step is we want to why we are consuming the service class because we want to consume, we want to access the methods which are defined in the concrete service class, right? So these are the four steps we have to follow for implementing the dependency injection in .NET. Now we will see how we can implement the dependency injection in Visual Studio uh, with the C# as a programming language. Here you can see I have the interface like I want to first I have to define. We'll go step by step. The first one is we have to define the interface and the concrete implementation of the service class, right? So this is the interface for the messenger service. I have created messenger service as an interface, and again I have the implementation for this guy messenger service. So here I am implementing the iMessenger interface, which has got two methods that we have seen here, read and write. So here I am implementing the read and write. Means here we write the logic, how to read and where to write and all. Right? So these are the actual concrete definition of the read and write methods in the messenger service. Now I want to consume these read and write. Right? So straight away I'm not going to inject into the consumer class. Instead, what I will do, I have to register this particular machine service in the dependency injection container. So I think that is the second step. Second step, we need to add the dependent service into the dependency injection container. Like as add scope, add translate, add a single right? So first step is first we will define the interface. Second step, first step is we will define and we will write the uh, we will define the concrete implementation. And the second step is we have to add that service class into the dependency injection container like this. Here I am adding this messenger service which I have implemented of type messenger service as add scope. As I was telling you, there are three types: add scope, add translate, and add singleton. Now I am adding as add scope. So instead of add scope, I can add as add singleton. Means only one instance of the uh, messenger service class is available across the application. We will create only one instance. It will be there. That is the lifespan. If I say add scope, so for each HTTP request, it will create uh, separate messenger service object or instance. If it is transient, whenever we access the messenger service in all those places, the instance of the machine service will get created. So that is the difference between those three types. Here, what I will do is I will add a scope. Add scope. Okay. So this is the second step.